Hello, my sweet friend, and welcome. Today we're going to begin our practice in a nice, comfortable seated position of your choice. Find a comfortable seat, and we'll begin to tune in. Softly close your eyes. Relax your jaw. Allow the hands to rest wherever they naturally lie. And we'll begin to find our breath, exploring, connecting, and seeking out what the practice is going to serve up today. Our yoga will inspire movement, help with circulation, connect to, harness, and promote that energy. And we'll do that, of course, by connecting to the breath, finding a sense of joy here, a sense of peace as we settle in. And of course, if you're having trouble settling in or not really feeling peaceful, notice that. Remember that your yoga practice is a tool to support you, to lift you up. Take a nice, sweet, deep breath in through the nose. And this time find a long exhale out through the mouth. Continue with that. Deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. And notice if the breath inspires any movement here. Maybe bringing your hands to baby, checking in with the neck or shoulders. So you're in charge. Taking a moment here to perhaps set an intention for your practice today. Or connect to a current mantra. Or you might get really specific about what you need today. Take this moment to connect to your intention. Allow the day thus far to melt away and hold off on thoughts or to-do lists. Give yourself permission to be here in the moment. You and your baby are totally worth it. And we'll just take a moment longer to sit here quietly, blanketing yourself and your practice in love, or maybe repeating your intention, confirming it, considering it already done, already so. Kind of honoring the power of word and the power of thought. Find your breath. Notice how you feel. When you're ready, we'll slowly drop the chin to the chest. Breathe into the back body, breathe into the back of the neck. Then slowly we'll begin to draw circles, small ones with the nose, checking in with the neck, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Drawing saucer-sized circles. And they kind of grow to like salad plate size, and so on and so forth. Stimulating the energetic system here, and relieving any tension or stress in the neck and shoulders. Draw your circles one way and then the other. And then we'll slowly come back to center. Notice how you're feeling. Remember, this practice is about building awareness Gently draw your chin to your chest. Catch the palms to the knees. Breathe deep. Bow to baby. Drawing energy up through the center channel. And then slowly rocking the pelvis as you open your chest, open your heart, open your mind. And nice and slow, chin to chest, stretching the upper back body, bowing your head to your heart and to baby. And then rocking through on the pelvis, open chest, shoulders down. Beautiful. One more time here, chin to chest. Hug baby in. This gentle spinal flex, so good. You can also practice Kegels here or practice drawing the pelvic floor up like an elevator. So as you continue to build this practice, you can add more. Keeping with that sense of play as you explore your new body. Fingertips are going to come left to right now, and we'll turn the head to the right. Inhale, reach the left fingertips up and over, just bringing a little space to that left side body here. Keep extension through the crown of the head. Breathe. Inhale in, exhale slowly back to center, and we'll take it to the other side. Breathing into the right side body here, inviting space, and on an exhale, gently back to center. Beautiful. Now we're going to transition to all fours. When you arrive, press into the tops of the feet. Press away from the earth as you find a gentle cat-cow. Knees can be directly underneath the hips for stability. Hands underneath the shoulders or slightly in front. Find your breath. And we move from inhaling, opening the heart towards the front of the mat, to exhaling, hugging baby in, connecting to your breath, letting go of any fear, getting out of your own way here, using your practice to just connect and trust. Now we'll slowly and carefully widen the knees just a bit. We'll come into an extended child's pose by sending the sit bones back and relaxing the heart down nice and slow. So we'll come into a supported extended child's pose here. Elbows on the earth, palms softly resting on your mat. If it feels good to release the forehead to the mat, by all means. Take a moment to perhaps notice where you might be holding in the body. This helps us to notice those stress patterns in the body and practice softening and letting go. Then when you're ready, nice and easy, we'll come up to all fours and curl the toes under. Take a moment to just stretch the feet here and check in with your legs, your ankles. Then we'll send the left fingertips out, right palm underneath the right shoulder. We open the chest and we just yield a bit here as we press away from that right palm. Opening the chest, not twisting in the torso, we switch. Right fingertips out, pressing away from the left palm. Careful not to lock your left elbow here, keep it soft. Open your chest, find strength, and then release. Nice job. From here, we'll walk the knees underneath the hips for stability. Then when you're ready, we'll move to downward facing dog or a half dog at the wall. In either variation, we sway, we can rock from leg to leg, increasing circulation, removing the weight of the baby from the spine, breathing deep. And then slowly we'll walk up towards a forward fold or walk back to the mat here. And begin to roll it up to a nice standing position. If you're not harnessing energy for forward folds or roll-ups, you can just walk straight to the front of your mat and skip that. When you arrive, bring hands to belly. Connect. Plug in. So the mind will wander and we just keep returning back to the breath. We keep reconnecting. Building awareness. Find soft knees here and a little organic movement. This might seem odd at first, but just listen to your body. This will be a little different for everyone. You might feel like seaweed here. Hyla's drawing the chin to the chest, finding a little spinal flex and soft knees. Finding a gentle rock in the pelvis. Beautiful. Then when you feel satisfied or you've explored a bit, we're going to come to a strong mountain mama pose. So the feet are hip width apart. We drop the fingertips down. We stand up nice and tall and take a nice full breath in. And then on an exhale, nice slow forward fold. You can rest the elbows on the thighs. And when you're ready, step the right foot back and we'll come into a nice slow lunge. So we want to pay careful attention to keeping the bones stacked here. We can keep the left foot where it is for extended side angle, nice deep side stretch. Or we can draw the left knee back, turn the left toes out towards the left edge of the mat. Draw the left palm underneath the left shoulder, and then begin to open out into your side stretch from here. So we have options. Again, stacking the bones, opening the heart, pressing into the outer edge of that right foot for stability. Coming back to center and using your breath as you inhale, sweep the right fingertips up. If that's too much, you can bring the right hand to the waistline or right hand to baby. Inhale, open up. And exhale, soft release. Slowly we'll bring it back to center, nice and slow. And take it to the other side. Gently stepping the right leg up or turning the right toes out. Pressing into the outer edge of that back foot for stability. Stacking the shoulder under the wrist, and then when you're ready, finding your gentle opening here. Left fingertips blossom open. We open the chest. Repeat several times. And then we'll slowly release it back to center. Curl the toes under, send the sit bones up and back. Strong, downward facing dog, a place where we can really harness the energy that we're feeling in this trimester. Great, deep breath in, and exhale, slowly lower the knees down. We'll come to all fours, and then we'll step the right foot up into our low lunge once again. This time carefully bringing the right foot towards the outer edge of the mat, coming into a lizard variation here. Again, stacking the bones, turning the right toes out. Then we'll ease into this deep hip stretch. Breathing deep. You might stay here, or you might slowly lower onto the elbows. We breathe here on the forearms, or we can stay nice and lifted on the fingertips. We can also lift the ground up to us with a blanket or a bolster or a couple blocks. There's always options. We're constantly listening to our body. To go a little deeper, draw energy up from the pelvic floor here. Imagine hugging the inner thighs towards the center line of your mat. One more deep breath in, and then on an exhale, we'll slowly release. Come back to all fours. We take a strength building moment in the upper body to hug the elbows into the side body and do a half push-up. You can do more, or you can skip it. Take a deep breath in. Find what feels good today, and it might just feel good to hang in that tabletop position, the weight of baby off your spine. And then together we'll meet back in our low lunge, lifting that left leg up and bringing it towards the outer edge of the mat. Palms come underneath the shoulders, and again, we experiment with this hip opener. Left toes fanning out just a bit. And we either stay lifted here or we drop to the forearms, breathing deep. Taking a moment here to practice surrendering and also practice using your breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take one more deep breath in here, you got it. And then exhale back to all fours. Now we take a rest, knees wide, big toes kiss, and we melt it back, extended child's pose. So we can support on the elbows here, support the forehead on a pillow or a block. Breathe deep. Relax your shoulders. You might say hi to baby here. And then slowly we'll release. Make your way to downward facing dog or half dog at the wall. Just use this opportunity to bring some relief to the lower back. Sway the legs, stretch it out. And then we'll slowly walk back to the mat or walk slowly up towards a forward fold. Take your time as you roll up or walk back into mountain pose. Awesome, my friends. Strong mountain mama here. Deep breath in, long exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. Inhale in, nice cool breath. exhale, let go of some of that heat. Release. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. Gather energy up. Drawing up through the pelvic floor. And exhale out through the mouth. Awesome. Now we're going to take it to the side and bring the feet wide. You can broaden the heels a bit wider than the toes and lift through the knees. You can bring the hands to the belly and relax the shoulders down. Lengthen through the spine. And then slowly we'll fold at the waist. Hands can be on the belly or the waistline here. We fold at the hips and not at the back here as we press into the feet and then find release. Awesome. Let's try again. Deep breath in. And on an exhale, folding at the waist. We shift baby here to take a little pressure out of the hips. And you can just explore here, folding forward a couple times. Pressing into the feet. Awesome. Then slowly we'll rise up and move into some warrior postures. So again, this is a place where we can harness the energy of this trimester. So to begin, we're going to turn the right toes out, left toes in just slightly. Then begin to bend that right knee and send the fingertips out long as we come into warrior two. So everyone's stance will be a little bit different here. Yours might be a little bit wider, but we're making sure that front knee is stacked over that front ankle. Then we'll bring the hands to belly and inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands to belly. Inhale, strong warrior. This time, exhale, straighten that front leg, hands to belly. And we find a bit of a flow here. Inhaling, sending the fingertips out, bending that front knee. Draw energy up from the pelvic floor as you exhale, hands to baby. Inhale, easing into warrior two. Exhale, open heart, hands to belly. Beautiful. We'll take a moment to turn back to center. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel. Remember your intention. And then we'll take it to the other side. Left toes fan out. Right toes turn in just slightly. So we find warrior two on this side and we don't rush it. We just notice how the body has changed, how your total equilibrium even and energy has shifted. So move in your own time here. Eventually you'll ease into a rhythm or a flow, moving with your breath, surrendering to the posture as you also gather strength. Creating full body awareness. Again, we're inhaling, bending that front knee, fingertips spread. And exhale, straightening the front leg, hands to baby. Beautiful, my friend. Release back to center. Ground through the feet. Take a moment to connect to an affirmation by drawing the left hand to the heart, right hand with baby. And if the affirmations don't really resonate with you, you can always substitute them for a Kegel exercise. Now we're going to slowly transition into tree pose. And that might sound crazy to you, or that might sound exciting. But here in the loving, safe environment of our yoga practice, we practice balance. So that said, you can do this at a wall or at a chair. And we can learn to adapt while being present. So let's come up onto the left toes here, lifting the left heel up just to the ankle. We can draw the palms together at the heart. Or maybe you keep the right hand on a wall or chair as you slide the left heel up. Keep the palms together, especially if you've been experiencing any dizziness or unsteadiness in the trimester thus far. Or if you've put the dizziness away for now and you're feeling energy, you might reach the fingertips up or send them out. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in and exhale, release. Now we're going to try the same thing on the other side. Each day will be different. Each side will be different. So we approach this balancing pose with an open mind and an open heart. Definitely ready to experience something new. So Hyla's coming up onto her right toes here, keeping the toes underneath that hip. And this might just be your balancing posture today. Resist the urge to just master the pose or even recreate the tree pose that you might have had before you were pregnant. Listen to your body. Use your breath. Inhale in, balance, and exhale, we let it all go. Hands to baby, close your eyes, and then we'll slowly walk back up towards the front edge of the mat. Last time, we ground through the feet, lengthen tall up through the spine. And then we hinge at the waist and find a forward fold. You can always put the hands on a chair here. Deep breath in. And then we'll step the right foot back, slowly coming onto that right knee. Again, remember being mindful of stacking the bones here. And we come into a low lunge. So this is a gentle crescent moon variation. As you repeat this practice, you can insert some Kegel exercises here. We'll come on to the top of that back foot. Hug the inner thighs towards the midline. And then you have lots of options. You can stay on the palms, or you can press into the earth, interlace the fingertips, and come up onto the top of that left thigh. Use a blankie underneath your knee, or you can double up on the mat here as my friend Hyla is doing. Connect to the muscles of the pelvic floor here as you draw energy up. And then you might begin to find little pulses, shifting your weight forward and back. Stretching that psoas, so great for any tightness in the lower back. Ease into the stretch. Find space. Stay connected to your breath. Now you might sink all the way into that left foot, or you might stay nice and stacked as my friend Hyla is here, hugging the inner thighs together and really working on toning that pelvic floor, engaging those muscles and building awareness. Then we'll release, letting that go, softening through the pelvic floor and the pelvis, returning to tabletop position, and then hiking that right leg up to practice on the other side. Pad the left knee and take your time exploring low lunge, interlacing the fingertips, bringing them to the top of that right thigh. Again, remember, press into the top of that back foot. Hug the inner thighs towards the midline. You can stay nice and stacked here, working on those Kegels, or begin to sink into that front leg. Stretching through the front of that left hip crease. But again, being really mindful. Don't overdo it. Keep it soft and sweet. Relax your shoulders, open your chest. Take one more deep breath in here wherever you are. And use your exhale to slowly melt back to that tabletop position. Take your time. And whenever you're ready, we're going to swing the legs to one side, nice and easy, and come to seated. When you arrive, get settled in, and we'll bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. We'll take one powerful breath here, inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Then slowly bring your hands behind you and we'll extend the legs out long. Take a block if you have a block handy or a couple of pillows. We'll put them just right out in front. Inhale, lengthen up tall through the spine, and exhale, we bow forward. So in my experience, this is not always the most comfortable position for some women, and for some it's the greatest gift to the lower back. So you have an option here to stay in Baddha Konasana, of course. Or if you have a chair, you can use the chair to rest your arms on or the forehead on out in front. Inhale in and exhale wherever you are. Let's begin to transition to Shavasana. Nice and slow. We'll just notice how we feel as we move slowly onto the left side. Now this will take a second to set up. If you have the time, gather your props, some pillows, some blankets. Bolster's great if you have it, otherwise you can just use a pillow. Same way we entered tree pose, enter this pose with a sense of listening. Notice what feels good, what doesn't. We'll gently come to rest on the left side. Bringing your right hand to the belly and softening through the feet. Close your eyes and relax. Soften through your hips. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And in addition to bringing the pillow between your legs, you might pillow the ankles. Snug up a bolster or a pillow behind your lower back. We take a deep breath in and we exhale out. Taking a moment to find stillness, softness, and a sweet surrender in this yummy supported Shavasana. Good job, lady. Lots of love. Namaste.